Be focused. Act like it's take two. And action.
Action. This is take two because the camera ran out.
Hello, people, and welcome to Skits.
Who said that?
Who said
Which one of you said that?
No, not again, please.
Don't say it, boy!
Okay. Anyway.
She count the demons, goddammit.
Calm the demons. Neve can calm anything. That thing.
This is Charlie. He had another operation.
Charlie's a gal now.
Yeah.
And he's now called Neve. This is Neve. He also became Irish.
He went. Yes.
This is Neve. She's the horror gamer. This is Angel, the open world gamer. This is Mazen, the retro gamer, and I am me.
So Charlie, how was the Irish monastery?
It's healing.
When I need healing.
Same.
Get healed.
Don't
Only
question.
my heart.
Never question why we don't have one just big intro, because it's annoying to just to say the same thing over and over again. I've tried.
Anyway, this intro is snazzy. So today we're going to be talking about the reason why none of us are in committed relationships or have any social lives whatsoever. So
this is going to be a long one.
Anyway.
So yeah, we're talking about video games.
This is a story all about how.
I got flipped upside down.
Yes.
Anyway.
We're sad. Today, so yeah, we're talking about video games.
Especially what makes
a good game.
Video game.
Because there are a lot of very bad games.
Like Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is white trash.
Yes, so anyway.
I have to say I did like Black Ops.
Somebody had to go.
I did like Black Ops 1 and 2, but that's because the story was great.
Right, so anyway.
In the old
we were... So, we have Charlie.
Yeah,
Neve.
that's me.
Neve, the horror expert. She's really scary.
Spooky Wookie.
Spooky Wookie.
Oh,
That's the best girl.
oh God, you scared me then. Anyway, so, Neve, in your opinion,
Yes.
what makes a good horror game?
En tu opinion.
The music.
The music.
The music.
Not that.
You've got to create a good atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay,
what
put
makes...
the button down.
Okay, so we're going to put the nut button down. Every time that somebody says something good, we have to use the nut button. So, you said about music.
Yeah.
What sort of music do you like in horror
Creepy.
games?
Did you need to create a huge atmosphere,
Yeah, it
quite
has
creepy?
It has to
flow.
fit with what's happening though, because if you're playing something like Five Nights at Freddy's and you hear a snap of wood, it's not really going to make sense, is it?
And you're not going to play a horror game and have Benny Hill run in the background. It won't work.
Playing Outlast, running away from some kind of mutant, and you hear oh God, it's Freddy. Yeah. And we got Big Smoke behind the camera. Hey!
I'll have 2 number 9s.
And nothing else because I'm poor.
Oh.
Same.
Anyway.
But I'm a vegan.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
She's
what
not
else
really,
makes a
she's
good horror?
vegetarian.
Because,
Oh yeah. Some of them do have
what else
bad
makes it good?
settings. Some have had bad settings and made it good.
So having the gamma rating too low so you can't see anything.
yeah, darkness.
Having it too high because then everything's too bright and you're blind.
Too damn high!
It's
the
not
horror game
bright,
has
it's
to be
just
dark?
grey. It's not
But
able to
that
see
adds
further
to-
Right,
than
okay.
you're supposed
So we were playing
to.
Outlast the other day and we were in a room and literally could not see anything. So do you think that we should have turned up the gamma or not?
No.
Too bad because we did anyway.
Well,
I put the camera up to
the
max.
mystery of not being... Oh yes, this is so mysterious. I can't... Oh my God, the mystery, the intrigue. It's killing me.
The scares are more scary then?
I think if you...
Yeah, but if you don't understand nothing...
If you can't see the stairs, it's not gonna get it. Something jumps out at you. You can't see it.
What?
Ah, the sounds.
Because you know I get around because you know the sound.
What?
Yes.
We don't music.
Anyway,
So yeah, it is. Horror is important because some people can't be scared.
Yeah.
So you need a game to scare them because movies are trash.
Anyway,
Not all of
They
them.
are
hang on.
Not all of them.
We're going to have a little debate here. Psychological or gory horror?
Psychological.
Psychological.
Psychological. Oh,
Gory.
yeah,
Gore was good, but it's overused now.
I think it
Older gore's better.
Everything
Yeah.
goes for gore,
Yeah.
so it's just. It was like jump scares. Jump scares were amazing. Five Nights at Freddy's used them, and then everything else in the universe just yes. And
Jump
now
scares are
it's not
terrible
scary.
now. It's like someone closes the door and everyone gets scared.
Yeah, close.
That's not a jump scare.
Close the door.
A jump
Open
scare
the
is
door.
what a good jump scare, it needs to have like a lot of tension leading up to it, which is the music or the atmosphere, then leading up to it, and then I reckon it all goes quiet for a minute, then bang, nut. That's when the jump scare happens.
What if a jump scare happens without music or anything else
You won't
announcing
get
it?
scared.
It can be scary still. Like if you just say you're just playing a game, walking down a hallway, and then out of nowhere something jumps out of you.
Oh my god,
That
Chase.
might scare you. Because if some people are used to the whole tension built up, this music
True,
and
yeah.
everything.
Because when you're playing
Everything
horror game, you're
does it.
expecting something to happen all the time.
Yeah, so like it always gets you on your nerves,
Yeah.
and like, you're constantly on edge. Like,
Yeah.
oh, if I open this door, it's a baby. Mama's
yeah.
gonna jump out at me and eat my
Yeah, there
bones.
was, but there's actually just like a little tiny rabbit.
There's just a pig that Charlie opened the door to let in.
No, it was him.
Oh yeah,
massive.
oh yeah.
But it was what happened was I saw a game not long ago, and it was a nice little game. Go around, colours all over a
Oh,
cave.
isn't that lovely?
You go in cave exploring, then suddenly you turn around. Stop. Something jumped out of him, and because I was watching Jacksepticeye play it, and just jumped out of him, and he was just like, "Oh crap! It is a horror game." And that did scare him because
He
the
wasn't
music
expecting it.
didn't lean up to it. He just turned
Yeah.
around and suddenly loud sound and something was there.
Yeah, but I think that's all about like creating the atmosphere and what people like psychologically. What people find either funny or
Like layers
scary
of fear.
is what
Like layers of fear.
I was going to
That's
talk about,
a
like
great
what you're not expecting. So generally, when someone makes like a really outrageous joke, you laugh because you weren't expecting it. It's the same with horror, because you weren't expecting to be walking in a cave, everything nice happening, then a big scary monster comes out and asks for your mother's number and tells your grandma she looks like a turnip. You weren't expecting that.
Oh, the scary monster, he's gonna be nice to my mother. Oh no.
Oh god, he's gonna take her out to dinner and treat her like a lady. I just ripped my jeans.
Oh no.
There we go.
You
That
ripped
is-
the ripped jeans.
That is true horror, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway,
Did you just assume their pronouns?
ladies, gentlemen, and attack helicopters,
I like.
all alike. Anyway, so
Overwatch.
Overwatch.
What? You go, I'm gonna take you a around.
Shut up, your hands
Rare.
over me. Hands over me.
I don't know. I remember Cremain actually.
Trash.
But anyway.
So we were. Our next topic that we were going to talk about was open world
Open
games.
worlds, because-
Open world, but do we think that you can combine an open world with horror? Because a game
Yes.
That would be actually interesting.
I
Right,
think some
okay,
people have tried
Subnautica.
before.
like Subnautica.
Subnautica has done it before.
You cannot deny that Subnautica, basically it's a game where you're the only survivor of a spaceship crashed on an alien planet with these
Yeah, because
terrifying...
that's literally the description of the game. When you open it up on Steam. Go to
So
Steam.
you're dropped on this alien planet and there's just water everywhere. You have to build your own ship, but there's these giant monsters. Like they're really big,
Huge.
like huge,
Like,
huge.
Yeah.
Hoogie.
I think it happened in some Subnautica once with there's that giant whale-ish shark monster thing that comes after you. And they were going towards the crashed ship and it showed up out of
You were-
nowhere and they crapped themselves.
It is.
And you're just sitting there like, really?
But the thing about open world, the majority of horror games that I know about, they're all like, oh, you're trapped in a haunted house or you're in an asylum. So you're in.
You're in an
You're in-
asylum, you're in a haunted
So,
pizza place.
you're in-
Yeah, but the thing about
So
Subnautica,
you're in-
it combines sci-fi with horror,
Yeah,
and that's
an open
Oh.
world horror.
horror.
So when you've got a normal horror game, you're just in an enclosed area. You know that you can't escape anywhere. But when you've got an open world horror, it's very hard to sort of capture the atmosphere to make it constantly tense. So everywhere you go, you know there's going to be something scary, and you're going to have to constantly defend yourself. I think that I don't know many games that do that well. But anyway, on to our next topic: open world
worlds.
games.
And we'll start with the obvious one, Skyrim, because it's been out for like 5
So-
years.
Skyrim is part of a series made by
Bethesda.
Bethesda. I can never say that. What? Okay, so it's the 5th game in the series. Basically, it's sort of a medieval RPG game where you get to pick your character and you go on a bunch of quests, and the end goal is to save the world from evil dragons and stuff. But I think that Skyrim's going to be my all-time favourite RPG forever because of the way that.
It just
They-
captures what you want.
Oh, definitely. It's got everything you want from an open
Yeah,
world.
let's Tezia look.
Beautiful.
The music is
Yeah,
stunning.
look. Even the
The
water looks.
graphics.
Yeah, but to be
Like-
fair though, that is in the special edition updated. But with Skyrim,
Though,
the
amount
community
it's got-
mods. What's it?
Yeah, the amount Skyrim has got though.
Mhm.
And as I did in one thing, I dropped 360 bucks on the floor
Yeah, that was
and
your own
lagged out
fault.
the game. But it still works perfectly.
Yeah, there
The
is so
amount it
much
can handle.
effort that has gone into that game, and the community as well. With especially on PC, all the mods on Steam that you can
Yeah,
get that
I'm
completely
on
give
Steam
the
right
game
now.
like a. So that's pretty much all we have to say about open worlds. We talked a bit about the music, about the RPGs that we could have. Next, possibly.
Oh my god.
We're going.
It's coming.
You got to
Say
say
it
a
live.
bit more. It's almost as if someone said
Oh
something
my-
to you, Mazim, about not speaking.
The god of above! The god!
Big smoke.
He wanted 2 number 9s! Anyway.
And next to now.
Next, we're doing indie games, which
Right.
I love because
Okay.
it shows that you don't have to be a big company to make a good game.
So obviously we've got all
And
these.
sometimes
Yeah.
it shows that just people themselves can do great stuff without a team or without.
It's showing that you need to never give up.
Never gonna give you
Just do
up.
it! Anyway, so
Sorry.
that's enough memes. I'm gonna go and have some bleach in a minute. But anyway, so
I'm not
we
gonna
are-
let you!
So we were talking about indie games just before I started. Personally, my favourite indie game. It's only a couple of years old. Undertale. Right? Have we all played Undertale here?
Undertale,
Or at
everyone
least
knows
I've
Undertale.
heard of it. Okay, so Undertale. It was made by this one guy, and it's
Toby
all
Fox.
Toby Fox. Praise
And
Gaben.
do you know the best thing is though about Toby Fox making that game?
Mhm.
He knows barely anything about programming.
No.
He's
Yeah.
a musician.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was even
but-
said. He knows.
He never
nothing.
did a game before.
Well, he
Undertale.
did.
He used Game
He did the
Maker Studio.
Halloween mod.
I've used that
to-
before.
For
Yeah, he used Game Maker Studio to make the game, which is it's literally
Very
for people who
simple.
want to make a game.
But
Like,
anyway,
the
yeah.
only thing related
Before-
kinda to games before Undertale
Was the mod.
was the
Was the
mod
mod
for
for-
Earthbound.
But he still made that in.
Anyway,
Game Maker.
so
Yeah.
Undertale, it's this
Which is
2-bit
amazing.
game where you play as a human who's fallen down into the realm of monsters. But I think what's brilliant about a lot of indie games that we're going to talk about today are you get to choose your own path, which
Yeah.
I think open worlds and different games, they do that, but they all sort of lead to the same place. Whereas with indie games, I think because they don't have all these big corporations pushing them to have, oh, we're going to have a big finale with explosions and
The
fires
fact-
and dragons.
It's more the fans
Yeah, because
that
they-
keep
Or
it
a
up.
big boss fight.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the thing is though with Undertale, the way big boss fights, like when you take the genocide,
But they were all
you do
completely
the
controlled.
sands fight, which is the biggest piece of
Nuts!
bullet in the world.
Nuts! Nuts!
Basically, if you don't know, somehow Sans is he's a lazy character. He's like me. He sits around, makes dumb jokes, and he's lazy. You don't even have to fight him in the original one. Then you go into the genocide. You suddenly have to
Genocide.
fight him, and he's impossible to beat.
Well,
'Cause
he's not. Should
he-
we explain a bit about
one-
the different game
It
modes?
takes, yeah, but
Yeah.
for a second, he takes one hit to kill, but he dodges everything, which you don't really see
Which
in many
nothing
games.
ever happens in throughout the game.
Just
If
like
you
that.
press the attack button, get it all right, you hit the character.
He's just like, you really think I'm going to stand there and take it? And you're just
Yeah, exactly. So in Undertale, you've got 3 main routes that you can take, which all lead to different endings. You've got the pacifist route, which is where you do not kill anything. You resolve every sort of conflict by talking it out, by saying, "Oh well, I'm sorry about this. Can I do this for you?"
But there's a catch. Kill just one. Even
Oh, yeah.
insignificant.
I was going to go on to that.
Yeah,
and you
just
fail.
yeah.
Well,
Even
you've got the
if it's
3 different runs. You've got the pacifist, the neutral, which is when you can kill some people.
Killed at
Playing
least
it,
one.
playing it like an RPG,
Yeah.
Okay.
like Earthbound.
That's why I think a lot of people on their first run, they go pacifist because they don't know anything better.
No, they go
They
neutral.
go neutral because
Because
people
they don't
Yeah,
know.
neutral I meant, sorry.
And then there's genocide.
The last run is genocide. Now, in Undertale, you've got different sections. I think there's about 5 different areas that you can go into. In each sort of frame, because it's a frame by, you go into one scene, you walk around for a bit, You move on to the next scene, you walk around for a bit. In each frame, you have to kill, I think it's 10 monsters. And you have to kill.
It varies.
It depends on how big the area is, but you have to kill 10 monsters to be able to unlock genocide. Now, the thing about genocide is, when the majority of people play it, they don't realise that they have to either not kill anything or kill everything because they're like, oh well, this is just a normal thing. I'll just kill the ones that pop up to me.
Yeah.
But they all have very different endings. I don't want to spoil anything for them because it is truly a brilliant game, and anyone who hasn't played it and is possible to play it.
Do it.
Wait. If you think about genocide, yeah, everybody kills everything that pops up. But for genocide, you have to search.
To seek out.
You have to search.
The meaning of genocide is completely wiped out.
Search creatures just to kill them.
So it's educational.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Genocide. The meaning of genocide is to kill everything in that species.
So anyway,
Every
enough
monster.
about the game modes. I think we should talk about what makes Undertale a good indie game. So we were talking about Toby Fox before, about how he used to be a musician and how talented he is. Dude! Alright, we'll talk about that game in a minute.
I'm not.
Wait.
Dum, da, dum. So I think one of the things that makes a brilliant indie game is the music involved in it now.
Papers,
Undertale.
please.
No.
Okay.
Papers, please.
No,
Undertale. I know what
Undertale
you're
has
doing.
much better music than Papers, Please. Okay, so Undertale, there are about 7 boss fights in the entire thing. Each boss fight has a different theme, completely different. It's all in the 8-bit style. What I'm saying.
I got the soundtrack for Undertale. There's 100.
I know.
100 songs.
But it's
my.
yeah, but that's because they.
Yeah, but the thing is,
most
most of the songs are based on
Oh my.
other
Yeah.
songs.
But 100 things. And it's made by one guy.
There's a main song. No, listen. There's a main song he made,
There's a main
and then like for Ghost Fight and Muffet's Fight, it's like
it's Naps the Blue Spot remix.
They all follow a similar key signature, but they're all very individual.
Until you get to Megalovania, which is full on electric guitars and rock.
yeah,
It's
He knows
very.
what he's doing.
that's great.
Sorry, Neil.
Well,
So I feel like we're isolating you.
another
It's like
game.
all of the
Another game.
indie nerds.
Another game
What?
with amazing soundtrack is Papers, Please. 'cause
Papers, Please.
No, the thing about the thing
So-
about Papers,
Overall-
Please,
overall.
is that it sounds very boring. It's a paperwork simulator.
Should we explain about what
But-
it's about?
Basically,
It's great.
you are immigration control. Like, you let people through to the
kind of-
country, or you tell them to go
It's
back
kind
in.
of Cold War.
The first,
sort
yeah,
of,
Cold War inspired.
sort of
era.
like Cold War, Berlin Wall, that kind of thing. It's all very.
It's
You've got to find out who's a spy.
A
Should you let them into the
dystopian
country?
document thriller.
Oh hell yeah!
Basically, you're a mix between Soviet Russia, Berlin during World War II,
So
and
your kind of game.
China, and China.
because
Because the Chinese Wall.
in Papers, Please,
But can
you
we
live
build
in
one?
the east.
Yes.
You live in the eastern part of the town
Called
Grestin, right? Yes. And the people from the west will try to get in from all the western
Anyway.
countries.
Yeah. So, but the entire.
It starts simple. Only let
in
people
West
talk.
Philadelphia, yes.
boy.
Thank you. So basically, it starts off quite simple. You're chosen as a rotor to go and do this job, to send money home to your family.
Lottery.
Yeah, it's a lottery as
It's the
well.
labor
It's a
Okay,
labor lottery.
it is though. So you're chosen to do this job and you have to send money home to the family. But you have to decide whether you should support the fugitives and all the people that are going against the government that you don't truly support, or whether you should send home to save your family, send money home. Because if you say catch a fugitive or if you catch a spy, you get extra money. But if you leave them, your family might be able to have a better life. It's just sort of that kind of choice that you're going to have to make. Oh, there are 27 endings in
27.
it. Depending on... Am I right? I've played
Wait,
this game
wait.
quite a few years. Hang on.
There's a lot.
Yeah, so anyway. So the game, it revolves around... You get people at border control and you have to stamp so many cards to say you can come into the country or piss off, basically. We don't want you here. Yes, so that's it. Is anyone else?
That sounds fun.
It is. It's actually it's quite boring.
It sounds incredibly
boring, but then you hear the soundtrack, which is just dun.
It's very...
And then you get an actual
Doom and
weapon
gloom
to shoot
soundtrack. Sounds. Doom
So
and
we
gloom.
were talking about soundtrack before and how important it can be for the atmosphere of different games. I think the atmosphere for Papers, Please. All the games we talked about,
great.
the atmosphere. It's very atmospheric, it's very sort of monotonous, very sort of Cold War,
Strict.
very, yeah, it's very
Soviet song.
dumb. It's very in time with the music, everything
Yeah.
is just sort of on the beat. Are we going to play it? Copyright.
I don't think so. They're nice.
Please don't hurt us, we have no money. Please don't hurt us,
I know how
we
to
have
stop
no
it.
money.
I have to get past
This is
it.
a radio show.
I don't own this. See that? Now I've gone past it and I didn't play it over
So-
20 seconds.
Okay, so you
It's over
heard
5 seconds.
a snippet of that.
8 seconds.
So what other indie games
They
were we
upped
going
it
to
to
talk about?
They
So
upped
we
it to
talked a bit
20.
about Papers, Please and how
Alright.
Otherwise, you can't do anything.
well,
Alright.
you just sort of stay in this one place, just sort of looking at all these different characters. Okay.
And it's this one guy that
It
always
puts you-
And the alcoholic! The guy that always tries to get through.
Yeah, he never has a passport. He never has.
All together.
Okay, so so he never has a passport, so he's
Still
basically
make a
me.
long video.
Okay, so we were trying to
Things
decide
like-
about before this episode started. We were talking about what makes a good game. I think one of the main things we've come up with today is the soundtrack.
Yeah.
I think a lot of modern games they just say, "Oh, we'll put a nice poppy tune in
I
it."
know.
Yes.
As you said, the NPCs, because Papers, Please puts you through bad
NPCs.
choices.
Yeah.
Because there is one where a woman comes through and says, "There's a man in line today, and he's trying to hunt me down and my family."
Oh, that bit's
Don't let him
sad.
through. But then he gets there, and he has perfect papers. So if you say no,
You will
you
get
might
fined.
you might end up losing money and not being able to help your family. But if you let him through,
He'll
you might
kill her.
you might let someone die or be
So
put
it's
into
got-
human trafficking.
Right. So
So it's a choice between help your
that's
family or
really
theirs.
quickly.
So it's like you think about morals there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
Checks
the
your
things
morals
that
and checks your
comes-
privilege.
with a lot of indie games, I think when you've got big studios with indie games, you really get to focus on the decisions and whether this is right or this is wrong, as you just said, the morals of things. I think that's what a lot of bigger studios need to consider. Obviously, there are some studios that do that, like Telltale, but you can debate
Telltale's
whether.
basically, if they tried, they probably could just make a TV show and be.
Telltale do the Batman stuff.
Yeah, they did
Yeah.
the Batman and the most famous
Who
The
said
Walking
that?
Dead. Big Smoke
I
did.
didn't know they did the Walking Dead.
Big
Yeah. Big Smoke.
Alright.
Two number nine. Anyway, so
Shut up.
Shut up.
so what we were talking about. So
Number 9s.
if we all go around and say.
Big Smoke is Jesus.
So if we all go around and say the thing that makes the most important thing for us that makes a game.
Atmosphere.
Atmosphere. Soundtrack.
Storyline.
Storyline.
The NPCs, really.
So we've all got such different things.
Yeah.
I think if we combine
Put them
of
all
those
together and
things,
you just make a
The
perfect game.
yeah.
Yes.
And then
So
we
we
actually,
make-
Bethesda, hit me up.
and then we
Hit us up.
actually, we actually do it.
Good
And it's the
ideas.
worst game by all critics. Is the worst game ever.
It can't be worse than ET for the SNES.
No, the
We don't talk about that here.
No, it's
Yeah, no, we
ET
don't.
for Atari. That's the greatest one.
Oh, they were so bad. There's a pit full of
God.
them.
Yeah.
I love those
Unsold ones.
graphics. I
Oh,
love
it's
the
so bad.
storyline. I love the music. I mean, not bad.
It's so
Ulti
bad.
not for that
And
one.
all the LJN games,
LGBT.
LJN games, they are
So-
great. I just love them.
Yeah, I
To
agree.
death.
So we've been talking about a few of our games in the comments. If you'd like to tell about what your favourite games and how you like them.
And if you don't,
Super
want
Smash
to-
Bros.
If you don't like them,
If you dare
why
say
the hell did you watch this video about video games?
But if you dare say Call of Duty because you get to shoot people, you're
Shut
right
yourself!
Because you're
I
right
like
out.
Super Smash Bros.
Super Smash Bros is good though.
Yeah.
It has a unique fighting system. Call of Duty
I
is
would
drop you
hardly
down,
put-
should someone in the face.
It's a
it's
great
fine.
fighting system
Shoot
where
him in the
all you had to
foot,
do
he's
is
dead.
just press the button.
Mash
All you had to do is
the
just press the button like this, and then the characters do
I-
random number
although-
generated moves.
I would hardly call Super Smash Bros unique.
Goddamn Call of Duty.
Okay, so
I'm
anyway,
enraged now.
thank you
Okay.
for watching our video today. Don't forget to subscribe
Your
and buy
video
our
about
merch
videos.
on redbubble.com.
Yeah.
What'd you
This,
say,
Come
Lord?
see us on BuzzFeed.
This
JK,
video- this
JK,
video-
I'm not cancer.
this video was sponsored by audible.com.
It's not.
Oh, by the way, Audible, please sponsor us.
Please.
Dr. Pepper.
This was sponsored by Pepsi Max.
But quickly.
All right, now end it doing the Harlem Shake.
Can I quickly just say though?
Everyone
Can I quickly just say though? No one can tell me that COD is realistic because you can shoot someone in the face and they're fine, but hit them with a boxing glove and they die. That is no, I'm not joking. That's in Black Ops 3. That's in Black Ops 3.
Jesus Christ!
So shut your faces. All right, I'm done here. Where's my paycheck?
All right.
We don't get paid.
I want my
We do this
paycheck.
of our own free will, you idiots.